NCEA creating a two-tier system. This is an interview between Gillys Miller and Melissa Rowsell. Today we will be looking at the role of achievement standards and unit standards within NCEA. In particular, the debate around unit standards and then the argument that they are creating a two-tier system. We will focus our interview on looking at the different NCEA results between Māori and Pākehā, although others have also looked into disparities between high decile and low decile schools. We will also consider whether unit standards have a place attached to core curriculum subjects or whether they are best kept to subjects other than core requirements such as hospitality, horticulture and automotive engineering. Finally, we will go on to consider recommendations proposed by the Minister and currently in consultation. Anne Tolley, the Minister of Education, is quoted as saying she wants to ensure NCEA is robust, fair and builds credibility with employers. We will ask the question, will divorcing unit standards from core curriculum areas achieve this goal? First of all, let's consider what is a unit standard and how is it different from an achievement standard?
First of all, let's look at the similarities. Both unit standards and achievement standards allow students to gain credits towards NCEA at levels 1, 2 and 3. There is a common misconception that unit standards are only available in non-academic subjects. However, you will find unit standards in level 3 maths, English and science. Now let's look at the differences. First of all, unit standards exist in subjects such as hospitality and automotive engineering, where no such achievement standards exist. Achievement standards are confined to core curriculum areas. Secondly, achievement standards are evaluated at either achieved merit or excellence. However, unit standards are evaluated at a pass-fail level, with 100% required to pass. Unit standards are internally assessed, whereas most achievement standards are externally assessed.
So what then is the role of a unit standard within NCEA?
Unit standards allow a pathway through the NCEA for those students who do not want to proceed to university or who have a preference or competence in the trades. Importantly, unit standards encourage at-risk students to stay at school by measuring success immediately and providing motivation. From the employer's standpoint, unit standards provide a measure of the student's ability in a particular area, often with a practical hands-on focus, for example, knife skills and food handling and hospitality.
Well, I understand what you are saying. However, it seems to me that this is creating a two-tier system. One with an academic focus using achievement standards and one being a trade focus using unit standards. Is it the case that Māori students are falling through the academic net into the trades when perhaps they have an aptitude and willingness to go on to a higher tertiary education?
This is an often debated point, and it depends on who you talk to as to what story you will get regarding this situation. On the one hand, Māori achievement is unit standard heavy, but on the other hand, Māori under NCEA are achieving higher pass rates. For example, in the year to November 2007, the number of Māori leaving school with little or no formal attainment more than halved to 10%. I guess you have to ask the question, is it better to have a qualification, albeit trade-based, than no qualification at all? School C was a one-size-fits-all examination system. Few people want to return to this system. By contrast, NCEA allows students to tailor their qualification around their skills, abilities and future plans. There is criticism, however, that Māori students are denied the right to plan whatever credits they want because they are funneled into unit standards. In particular, this has created problems for university entrance, where nowadays universities are looking at a student's entire NCEA Level 3 qualifications, not just the specific credits required for entry.
The Minister of Education, Anne Tolley, is currently reviewing the removal of offering unit standards from curriculum areas. She is doing so in an effort to create more credibility for NCEA qualifications. Do you think this will work?
On the one hand, it will remove an area of confusion that currently exists, especially with employers, on the relative merits of achievement and unit standards, which can only be a good thing. On the other hand, it is potentially trying to solve a problem that doesn't actually exist. NZQA Deputy Chief Barley Hark has been quoted as saying that a unit standards-based NCEA is different, not necessarily easier. For example, a level 3 unit standard in maths, if you look at integrate functions and use integration to solve problems, is a difficult and highly complex unit standard and on par with achievement standards. So, whilst the Minister's review will likely create more credibility around NCEA, it is most likely to do this through altering perception, rather than altering materially what subjects a student would otherwise study.
Thanks for your time with us today. In conclusion then, what would your final comments be on this area?
Overall, I think the problem with the difference between achievement standards and unit standards is one of perception. In reality, they both have a place within the NCEA, although often this is misunderstood. Because of the massive paradigm shift in how education in New Zealand has been assessed, it will take time for people to understand and accept the complexities of the system. This is an example of ironing out the creases to make NCEA more acceptable and understood to the public, although not necessarily a better system. Thanks for your time here today.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.